Manchester City lead by 2-0 here. Jack Grealish with his first ever FA Cup goal. Ball played over the top, Grealish running onto it, slotting it under the goalkeeper. It's Peterborough 0, Manchester City 2.
Well, Jack Grealish secured the win for Pep Guardiola's side after his 67-minute strike, thanks to a fantastic Phil Foden assist. The £100 million man spoke to talkSPORT after the match, and he had a lot of love for his teammate.
Playing with Phil, I don't think there's any debate about me and Phil. You know, we love each other. We're so close off the pitch. We have a great connection. And I was saying to him before the game, come on, any chance you assisting me or what? So, you know, luckily it happened tonight. And yeah, Phil's a brilliant player. I love playing with him, and I think, you know, he's, how old is he, 21, 22? I think he's one of the best youngsters in the world, and I think it's only the start for him.
Jack Grealish there with a lot of love and adoration for his teammate Phil Foden. Never said that about you, Gabs, did he?
No. I couldn't reach that far in my passing. It was, you know what, Ali? The goal was like Messi to Iniesta, wasn't it? Nice touch and finish.
Brilliant.
What a goal it was.
Just like it.
I'm not sure I'm going that far, however, but I will say it was a brilliant pass, brilliant touch and brilliant finish.
It's not easy, that touch though, is it, Ali?
What was better, the pass or the touch?
I think the touch. That's a hard touch. I mean, if I tried that, it would have went out for a goal kick, probably. So to bring that down like that. Great goal, wasn't it, Ali?
Nah, it was
but like I said, though, Ali, earlier on before coming to the show, Jack's got to keep making them runs. Yeah. You know what I mean? You can't always get it to feet. That was a typical 100%. Sterling run, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You make that run, you got the players in that team to pick out them passes like Foden.
Do you think the criticism, Ali McCoist, that Jack's come under so far has been fair? Because one of the things that Pep even said was, we're so obsessed with stats. Like, stop being so obsessed with stats. It's not always about that.
In answer to your question, yes, I do think it's unfair. I'm not surprised at it. I think to a certain degree it goes with the territory. However, I'll say it again, I think Jack Grealish is doing absolutely fine. He probably would want to be doing a little bit better. I think, from his own point of view and his own natural progression at Manchester City, I think he probably wanted to have more of an effect. But I think there has to be a realisation he's gone from, as I said earlier, to the big fish in the pool to a small fish in a big pool with fantastic. He was never going to, in my opinion, he was never going to go to. You laughing at me?
Just that old phrase that you butchered.
Where's that pool at it?
He was never going to go to Manchester City and be the big star. Because they've got so many stars and so many players of that ability, which, with the greatest respect to Villa, as I said, he was the main man. So I think he's doing fine. I really do. I think he's doing absolutely fine. I think he'll continue to improve. And I'm a bit like Gabby. I just hope he kicks on now.
There are some occasions as well with Pep Guardiola where the new signings might take a season or two to bed in. Yeah. He rotates. So Jack, before his injury, wasn't necessarily getting a good run of games that he's putting together, and maybe that's Pep's decision, the way that he wants him to mould.
And he probably wouldn't have made that run at Aston Villa last night. He would have been looking to get to his feet, turn, play 1-2s, run past people. So he's adjusting to the Man City way, getting into the back post. Like last night in the first half, he made a lot of runs into the back post. Maybe at Villa he wouldn't. He would have looked for the cutback. So he's learning the Man City way, and he will keep improving. I think we're quick to, because he's 100 million, let's get on his back. But rather than giving him the time that the likes of Cancelo, other players that have gone to Man City have been given. But everyone's obsessed with stats. Honestly, at Aston Villa under Steve Bruce, we used to have on the Monday morning on the board everyone's stats from the game. Everyone would go in on Monday morning like little kids to look at the board. What was my pass completion? What was my distance covered? What was my high intensity sprints? Oh wow, mine was fantastic. But did you play a forward pass? No. So who cares?
Did they rank you on it?
No, but it was an obsession of players, not thinking that was amazing, but you was woeful in the game. So I don't care if your stats are this amazing. Everyone's obsessed now. Oh, if I get 13 kilometres, that's it. Pass completion rate, so I'm not going to go for that pass for the striker in behind because I might lose it, so my percentage will go down. Honestly, it's so annoying.
I agree with you, Gabby. I think, we get caught up in stats to the point it's actually ridiculous, to tell you the truth, because effectively, no matter what stats you look at, and how many stats you look at, there's only one stat that matters at the end of the game, and that's the result. And you look at somebody like De Bruyne, for example, whose passing stats will probably be very, very good, but where his passing stats for me will be highly valued, because he'll probably make 8 or 10 or 12 passes where 9 or 10 of them might get cut out at the last minute, but they're telling passes, they're attempting to break through, they're attempting to create a goal. So you don't mind somebody like that losing the ball occasionally. Well, more than occasionally.
Or players that are in the number 10 position that are receiving the ball in the hardest place on the pitch, and they're trying to make things happen and give it away because they're getting tackled by 2-3 players. Then their giveaways will be higher than others who pass it back to the left back and do the easy pass. So I think we get carried away with stats, and a player might score 10 tappings, Ali, and then be like, oh, he deserves a big move. But a player scored 2 great goals himself. Do you know what I mean? So I just feel that stats are
we definitely get caught up. We definitely get far too caught up. And I know it's part of the game, and I know we use them. So, and I know we use them to a great degree in terms of, set plays and all that stuff. And it's a massive part of the game. Particularly if you're a coach, in terms of looking at set plays, corners, free kicks. Are you losing goals? You conceding goals? You scoring goals? What's your strong points? I get it, but I think sometimes we do get caught up a little bit in it.
Yeah.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods, Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.